Harry Belafonte, to my mind, one of the most inspiring aspects of your life is the way that you have used your time, your talent, and your treasure to change the world and to make it better. In my view, that makes you one of the greatest philanthropists. Do you agree with that term when we refer to you?
Well, as you described how I've used my life, there is truth to that. I didn't set out to be a philanthropist and to work at philanthropy. For me, what I did and what I do is just a part of the more fundamental aspects of one's humanity. I think we should all be philanthropists or in philanthropy. I think that's part of the generosity of the human spirit, the human soul.
How did you come to that? How did you come to that belief?
By ducking philanthropists. I came to that out of social experience. I was born into poverty, and poverty dictated the way in which I would meet the challenges of life. And my mother was also a victim of poverty, and I watched what she did with nobility and with dignity. And the way in which she met the challenges hugely influenced my take on what I should be doing with my life when I came of age and was able to make my own decisions and chart my own course.
But those must have been tough decisions. At the time in which you came of age, which was some turbulent times, how did you get involved, for example, with Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement? I mean, you had a career. You were launching yourself as one of the biggest stars, if not the biggest star in music and on the screen. But this must have been challenging for you.
Well, all of it is challenging. But when I first became aware of the good fortune that was being put before me, the great question for me is, what do I do with this power? What do I do with this inflow of influence and resources and the capacity to have people at least pause long enough to hear what you have to say? And it became quite evident, based upon role models and other social experiences, that to serve the cause of justice, which was my main goal. The biggest thing about poverty for me was the injustice of it, the crushing, humiliating aspects of daily life, begging your way through each encounter. And that seemed to me to be quite inhumane. My mother's construction to me was never go to bed at night knowing that there was something I could have done to fight injustice, and never engaged myself in that confrontation. So from early on, I understood that wherever I saw injustice, my commitment and my task was to resist it, to challenge it, and to change it, no matter how minimal the event might appear to be or how large it might, how large it would reveal itself. And that became a practice, became a pattern, became a habit. So when I made a lot of money, outside of the immediate needs to extricate myself from debt and to put my family into some place of a more balanced social experience, the rest was about how do you change the universe, and how do you use your resources, your talent, the money, the influence, personality, your DNA. How do you put it all into the pot and get on with trying to make the world a better place than the way in which you found it? And that was just my life. I didn't challenge it. I was challenged. But each time I stepped to the plate and people asked for my services or indicated an interest in my services, I easily gave it because I became committed to their cause, to the cause that we all should have been and are still committed to.